Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I just wanted to start this video off with a little introduction. This is what you've got to look forward to over the next coming weeks. I do just want to explain that before we jump into the video because the video actually has nothing to do with that. It's more of a daily vlog type video of yesterday, which was a rest day, talking about like what I eat on a rest day, how I manage things on a rest day. But this is what you have to look forward to over the next coming weeks/months on this channel. So as you'll see in tomorrow's video, and I'm hoping to do like quite regular videos now over the next coming weeks, you'll see my first session as part of this new VO2 Max training block I'm doing. It's going to be very intense for the next 3 to 4 weeks. In fact, the next 3 to 4 weeks are crucial in directing my performance and what I'm going to be able to achieve later on this year, because nothing's really happened so far this year in terms of like big events I was aiming for, because they just all seem to be backloaded at the end of the year, which is great actually because it makes training for them a lot easier. They're not spread out. Anyway, I digress. We have a couple of things. So we got the VO2 Max block you've got to look forward to, so I'm going to try and daily vlog over the next 3 to 4 weeks to show you how that goes down. But like I said, there's going to be more information in tomorrow's video prefacing that. We have a Band of Climbers ride next Saturday. It's already full. 45 spots, it's already full. It was free first come, first serve. And then we are doing a little training camp in the UK. Destination unknown. Well, I know where it is, but you don't know where it is yet. In the middle of July. There's going to be lots of climbing in that. Then I've been challenged to try and do a really hilly route somewhere in the UK in less than 3.5 hours. I can't tell you which route it is yet, but all will be revealed shortly. We have the Everesting World Record. We have the Tour des Stations, the Tour de Stations, Ultra Fondo with a Band of Climbers. We'll probably be heading out there early. That's beginning of August. So all of what I'm going to be doing now is going to be building up to that later on this year. So everything I do now is crucial basically to the outcome there. The Everesting World Record, Haute Route, potentially then. So these things come in a very short space of time, which is brilliant for peaking. It's easier to peak for them technically. Then we go back into another training phase. So I won't talk about that too much because that takes us into the hill climbing season. So that's what you've got to look forward to. Some rough daily videos to come. So if you like the sound of that, give it a like, leave a comment down below. Enjoy the rest of this video, and I'll see you in the next clip.
Okay, brekkie is a smoothie with oat milk as the base, some non-dairy yogurt, oats, banana, handful of spinach, and some seeds. Alright, so generally speaking, Monday is a rest day for me, or at least it will be for my next block of training, which is approximately 3 weeks long. It's going to be a very intense block of training, so I'm going to be putting even more emphasis on my recovery, because the training can take care of itself. Things like sleep, things like hydration, things like food. So over the next coming weeks, you can expect a lot of videos like this, where I show you what I'm eating, I show you the training in more detail potentially, and I show you the build up to my best performances of the season, which I know are going to be coming in the next couple of months. I can say that for sure because the signs are already there. But it is a Monday morning, and just like every other Monday morning, I'm doing my work stuff, and there is no bike riding today apart from riding 30 minutes to visit my parents and grab a cup of tea. That is why my breakfast, if anything, was relatively small. 350 calories. Majority of it was carbohydrate. Not really any solid food per se. For the most part, Mondays is when I usually share breakfast with Charlie. So we have the same breakfast. Every other day, like when I'm training, I'll have my own breakfast, the same breakfast, and you'll see that in the days to come. So some of you may or may not be interested in knowing this, but like I end up scheduling a lot of this stuff to do like really early in the morning as soon as I wake up. So that it gives me enough time in the day to like work on other things, or you know, come up with another video idea, or whatever. For the next couple of weeks I'm going to be switching it around. So I'm going to be doing my training like first thing in the morning, which will mean having like a quick breakfast and then like getting out, mainly because I'm going to be doing a lot of volume. So I want to be like not really messing about and just getting on the bike and going and getting it done, and you know, aiming to be back by midday if I'm doing a 6-7 hour ride, doing this stuff in the afternoon and the evening. So it's just gone 7:30 in the morning. I'll see you in a couple of hours. 2 hours done. Time for a coffee. I've just realized that I should remind people that over the next coming weeks, the food you see me eat, there is a reason for me eating it. I don't track calories and like macronutrients and everything else. Like I do, but I do it for performance. I don't do it to try and lose weight. At the minute I'm 60.2 kilograms, and the need for me to lose weight is just not there. I need to perform, I need to recover, and that's what I put emphasis on. That's why I track and record stuff when it really matters, because that's when I need to know, am I actually getting things on point? A really useful thing that we used to do, actually label days like green days and red days, in terms of like, are you gonna eat like everything in sight on a green day? Or on a red day, are you gonna make sure that you're gonna like pay a bit more attention to what you're eating? And for me, I've always seen it as there's probably only one macronutrient that I cycle, meaning that I swap in and out on certain days, and I have like green days and red days, but more focused on carbohydrates. So today is a red day. It's a low intensity day. It's a low movement day. I'm not actually doing much at all, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna like deprive myself of stuff. I'm still gonna have like a couple of biscuits if I feel like it. I'm still gonna have like, you know, a bowl of cereal or something. Like I'm still gonna eat food. The portions just will be much smaller. And I always get comments from people saying like, well, how do you, like, you're like 60 kilos, like you must eat like salads, or you must eat like nothing. I eat so much food. I eat like probably way more than most people do, but I exercise and I just need the food. So today I'm probably going to shoot for something like 200 grams of carbohydrate, and protein would be something like 100 grams, and then fat will likely make up whatever's left in terms of what kind of calorie target I'm trying to hit, basically. I don't want to overload you with detail, obviously, because that's just like, it's too much to take in. I also still get questions from people regarding like, am I vegan? Am I plant-based? Am I vegetarian? Am I pescatarian? Am I any of those things? For a start, whatever I do, usually Charlie does as well, and vice versa. So really speaking, we are quite flexible, okay? So we are very conscious about what we do, but at the same time, we realize that for me as an elite athlete, and for what I'm trying to achieve, I need a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I would say about 92% of our diet is made up of vegetables or plant-based like stuff. I'm just very conscious about what I put in my body on certain days of the week, and you know, certain days where I'm training, If I've had a massive day, then I'm kind of not as bothered. You know, I just make sure I'm eating enough. I don't really kind of think about, you know, oh, can I not eat that chocolate bar? Like, you know, am I really training for the Tour de France? It comes with a lot of perspective. Although, am I training for the Tour de France? Let me just put all I just said in the context for you, okay? So, even though I said I'm not eating to lose weight, I'm eating to perform. The reason I say that, you're all probably going to guess. For one, I'm 60 kilos, 60.2 to be exact. How much have I actually got to lose? Well, none, quite frankly. If anything, if I wanted to be in absolute peak physical shape for one day at the British Hill Climb Championships, one day, I could maybe be 59 kilos. Maybe a smidge under, but that's like the extreme, and we don't ever really talk about that. The other side of it is the performance side of it, which probably makes up almost 99.8% of my whole time riding a bike. Like, the whole year, 99.8% of the year is everything I put in my mouth is designed to make me recover faster, like get the next interval done at a better capacity, and just feel better in general. And all of that 99.8% of the year, I'd probably say almost 88% of that time, or 90% of that time, is spent not actually tracking or being mindful in any way. I'm being mindful, I'm being conscious, but I'm not being like strict about it. So it's only maybe 10% of the whole year where I'm actually on it. There's lots of things. It's not just, I'm not just eating, I'm not just tracking what I'm eating, I'm not just being big in on my nutrition now for the next 6 to 8 weeks because of my weight. I'm doing it because of how it'll make me feel. And it'll make me feel like, A, I've prepared the best I can. B, I feel like a lot of clarity because I've taken ownership of something. And C, it just allows me to micromanage something else. You know, and there's not many things in cycling that you can manage. You can manage your training, you can manage your sleep, you can manage your nutrition. But you can't really manage anything else because cycling is such a variable driven sport. You know, you could be running 80 psi instead of 90 psi. You could be running into a headwind on a climb. You could have somebody who attacks you on a climb and you weren't expecting it and you've got to react to it and burn a mat. And there's so many variables, but the variables you can control, those are the variables that I want to control.